he knew there was a contribution that you needed to make in the earth, so he customized you in creation. With the personality, with the temperament, with the natural abilities, with the proclivities, with the tendencies, with the attitude, with the gifts you needed to accomplish the assignment that he sent you in the earth to accomplish. I want to tell you, not only is your ability purposeful, your identity is purposeful. That God took your personality into consideration when he was assigning your purpose. I want to ease into this introduction by informing some and reminding others that your creation is not a coincidence. That your presence on this planet has purpose. Your arrival on this earth may not have been planned by your parents, but it was purposed by God. You are not random. You are not the consequence of a mistake. You are not simply the product of one night of passion. You were strategically selected to be born at the point in human history you were born in, because as one leader frequently says, great men and women are only born for the time they're needed the most. You are not random, you are necessary. And if you are alive at this time, it's because it is your time. I'm gonna say that one more time. If there were another point in human history that God knew would be the highest and best use of you, he would have arranged for you to be born in that time period. But God, who through his providence, pro means before, video means to see, the God who sees before, looks out from eternity into time and sees the best time in eternity that you need to be placed in. And he sovereignly and strategically arranges for you to be born when you needed to be born, where you needed to be born, with what you needed to be born with, to do absolutely everything that he created you to do. Am I talking to anybody here that's feeling this? Your creator created you because he knew there was a contribution that you needed to make in the earth, so he customized you in creation. With the personality, with the temperament, with the natural abilities, with the proclivities, with the tendencies, with the attitude, with the gifts you needed to accomplish the assignment that he sent you in the earth to accomplish. I want to tell you, not only is your ability purposeful, your identity is purposeful. That God took your personality into consideration when he was assigning your purpose. Did you hear what I just said? Some people are telling you you are outgoing, but they don't know your assignment requires. Yeah. People who aren't outgoing can't accomplish your assignment. Am I making sense? Some people say you're too analytical and you are too strategic and you are too not realizing and recognizing that that is required to handle the plethora of responsibilities that's been given to me by God. And stop allowing people who don't know your function to judge you for your form. You can't criticize how I've been made because you don't know what I've been made for. I wish I had somebody in here that would talk back to me. Let me give it to you this way. We got to get out of here. When you frequently apologize for how you were made, you are insulting the one that made you. I'm going to say that one more time because Jersey, you wasn't loud enough, and ATL, you need to turn it up too. When you frequently apologize for how you were made, you are insulting the one who made you. You were made for a mission. You were made for a reason. And if the way that I am made is upset and agitating you, it means you're not my assignment. Did you hear what I just said? It doesn't mean anything is wrong with me. It doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It just means we are not called to each other. So may the Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. You've been made for a mission. And you don't see people of purpose apologizing for how they're made. You actually see them appreciating it. Listen to what David says. David says this in Psalms 139, verse 13. He says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb." And watch this. I praise you, not just because of who you are. Read the text. He says, I'm praising you, not just for who you are. He says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. When he says your works are wonderful, what he's talking about? He's talking about the work you worked on me. He said, when I look in the mirror, I see your work. And your work is not average. Your work is not mediocre. Your work is not okay. Your work is wonderful, amazing, fantastic, splendiferous, magnanimous, good, gooder, and good. Is there anybody that will praise God for how you are made? Boy, I don't have time. If I did. Yeah, apologize for dysfunction, but don't apologize for your function. This is important. This is important. This is important. You've been made for a mission, and your mission is that purpose. Purpose is the reason for the creation or the existence of a thing. You don't pick it, you discover it. You don't select it, you see it, and you submit to it. It requires submission. It requires you having the kind of conversations with God that Jesus had with him in the Garden of Gethsemane. If it's possible, remove this cup from me, but nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. Purpose. When you find it, you buy the field to get the pearl. You adjust your schedule for it, change your location for it, reduce your standard of living for it. Possessions give you a standard of living. Purpose gives you quality of life. Because your quality of life changes when you do. Purpose assists with this because it's the assignment that you have on earth that actually demands your evolution. In other words, some things about us don't change because they cause us pain. Some things only change when we discover purpose. I'm going to say this one more time. Some people will never be able to deal with their dysfunction until they discover their destiny. Because there are some of us that don't do things not because we don't want to, but because our calling won't allow it. Okay, maybe that's the next service. Did you hear what I just said? Some of you knew if you didn't have as many people looking up to you, if you didn't have as many people depending on you, if you did not have the respect of your children hanging in the balance, how would you have responded to certain situations? What would you have done in certain predicaments? But the assignment will demand an evolution. You say, you can't handle that way now. Your presence on the planet has purpose. But y'all ready for the revelation? I say, y'all ready for this revelation? Here it is. But there's something I need to be clear on. Yes, we all have a purpose, but your purpose expresses itself in a place. Oftentimes, we are obsessed with the what question. What am I supposed to be doing? That's not incorrect, but if you stop there, it's incomplete. Because there's another question you've got to ask if you're serious about living a purpose-driven life. And that question is, where? It's not just what am I supposed to be doing, but where am I supposed to be doing it? Am I making sense here? After you know the what, we need to know the where. And I don't know where your where is specifically, but I do know where it is generally. And I'm going to start where it is not. It is not the church. Yep. You didn't see that one coming, did you?